Good evening everyone and welcome to another Pyanodon stream. Good evening Kev in Discord, how are we doing?
I'm doing alright.
Fantastic, glad you could make it.
Yeah, we'll see how long it lasts.
Is your internet playing up this evening, is it?
Yeah, I'm not getting any in my room, so I'm sitting outside, hanging out.
As you do.
We'll see how long I'll be able to take the outdoors.
You gotta worry about mosquitoes or alligators or anything like that?
No, it's more of like burning up. I think it's like probably high 90s right now, but at least it's dry.
Cool. Sounds nice at least. It's been quite mild here today, sort of mid-teens to low 20s. It's been alright, much better than the last little while, so can't complain. Right, let's...
I feel like we're getting old.
Yeah.
The weather.
This is true. Right, let's figure out where we're up to. What's going on? Any alerts this evening? Nope, just logistic storage for a few bots that are unable to land. That's fine. Okay, so the question is going to be, what do we need, I suppose, because it looks like all the alerts are taken care of.
So how's the 10 doing, since there's no alert?
That's true. Template's back to 18k. So that's hugely up, because that was down at like 7k and then 4k within the last night. Let's go and check this tin maker and just see what's going on. We got yeah, it looks like it's got enough to keep itself going for now, which is fair enough. Good evening, Faceless. How are we doing? I love the Fortnite #1. It makes me chuckle every time. I've used it myself a few times. Right, I think this tin setup is working okay. Could arguably make more. Ah, hang on a minute. Is this new? What's this? Oh no, I built that at some point before. Oh, of course, yeah. Let's just bring out the excess. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad, thanks. You got your haircut after 9 months. Hippie style. Nice. We bought a pair of set of clippers. I get the wife just to lop mine all off after about 6 weeks every time. Can't be doing with it anymore. Yeah, I know what you mean. You get it shaved properly after that long. That's nice. I think the hairdressers are due to open here this weekend, maybe? Not sure. I think it's this weekend they open. So a lot of people are gearing up for their haircuts, and the pub's open as well on Saturday apparently, which may or may not be a good thing. Yeah, I usually go shorter down the back and sides, and then a sort of a little bit longer on top. You know, it's nice like that. Yeah, people will be happy because they can get out for their haircuts into the pubs, but unfortunately, near where I live, is the one place in the UK. It's about a half hour away where they've locked down again, local lockdown. So, jarhead but faded. Nice, very nice. Ooh, rare earth, less than 10k. Right. I think I set that up. Ah, it's fine. It's 9.9. It's not even short. What is on the agenda today? That is a very good question. So I'm just trying to decide what we need to build, because our wonderful alert system is basically telling me there's nothing immediately in danger, which suggests we should be pushing onwards towards utility science. But I wonder what that involves.
So I do have a question. So if we're not getting alerts for circuit 3, what is the holdup for production?
Okay, let's see. So that should be... Circuit 3s are the high-tech ones, aren't they? Ah, yes, then we've got... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up the alerts for Circuit 3s then, because Circuit 2s are covered. We seem to have no more problems with Circuit 2s. Full stop. Well, I need to get to there. Where am I? Northeast-ish. Okay. So I suspect this evening we may be fixing Circuit 3s then, because they are obviously not producing fast enough. Good evening, Marcel. How are we doing? More science here. Can't go wrong with more science. I've flown past the circuit bit. No, it's here. Ooh, I can't drive this thing. Stop. Right, so if I use a new row, and we put into here the high-tech circuit. Okay. What are we playing, Marcel? What captured your attention for the entire day? Oh, got none of them. Right, let's do that. That's fulfilled. High-tech circuit boards there. So optical fiber, optical fiber, and neuromorphic chip. Optical fiber, we've got that. What does a chip look like? My time at Porsche, I have never heard of that. There you go. What type of game is it? Give us a clue. Neuromorphic chip. Now we've got complex circuit boards. To be fair, I don't really need optical fiber, do I? 'Cause it's already included there. It seems silly having it twice now I think about it. Type of Stardew Valley. Okay, I've heard of that. Multi-layer SMD capacitors, diodes, and inductors. Right. Those. And on those. This is the fun part of Factorio, setting up a logistic alert system. Yay!
I would get bio batteries in there. Probably nanofibrillars.
Say that 3 times fast.
Oh, how's the liquid nitrogen going?
That's a good question. I shall have a look in a sec, because I don't actually know. Mounted circuit, substrate and processors. Mounted circuit, substrate. processors or processors, depending on where you're from. I will call them processors, however, I know that's not the choice for everybody. It's like aluminium and aluminum. High power resistors, gold plate. Gold plate. I think I just leave one. One item. Solder, which do we not have solder here? Yes, that's solder there, isn't it? That's already on the. Yep. Okay, that's everything added for circuit 3s then. And that. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't set. I didn't set the. I haven't set the alarms up yet. I'm going. Oh, there's no alerts. It's great. Because I haven't set any alerts up for it, so that'll be why it's great. So I started develop its first person. Really deep. Oh, okay. What platform's that on then? I'm guessing PC. Is it a Steam, Epic? Who's distributing that one? Right, let's make that circuit 3s. It's on Steam, cool. Circuit 3s, that wants to be probably set to 500 for now, doesn't it, I guess? Hey Akram, welcome back. I'll just call it Circuit T3 for now, that should be good enough. Okay, let's do the same for these. So it's the multi-layer SMD. God, this is such a pain, but needs to be done. So we've got a good idea of what we're up against. Ah, did I set that to 1K or 5? Ah, yep. Make sure that's 500 so we don't panic. Neuromorphic chips. Wish there was an easier way of doing this. Neuromorphic chip. 500 and then change that. We did say at some point we'll end up doing this as well, didn't we? Neuromorphic chip. Did I change the alarm on that one? Nope. Multi-layer SMD capacitor. Oh well. Okay, everything's going to be under 500, so that's the sort of goal for all of that lot. Hey, you should do Marcel. It'd be interesting to see what that looks like. What's this one called? This one is the SMD diode. SMD. What does SMD stand for? I don't even know. I'm assuming it's got a name. High frequency SMD. SMD, so I'll just call that high freq SMD because it makes sense. That is the mounted circuit substrate. That's a mouthful. Mounted circ subs. Oh, close enough. That's the processor. I know that one.
Somehow just surface mounted devices.
Surface mounted devices, okay. Fair enough.
Rather surprised.
I'm surprised they shied away from typing the whole thing out, given the name of some of these things in the game. Right, high power resistors, and then one more. Resistors. Gold plate. I'm not sure if setting it to 500 might be a bit higher on all of these, but it just seems like a
fine. I think their stack size is 500.
yeah, it seems like a reasonable number. Although it does mean everything I've just put in there is now less than 500. So, it's a shame you can't hover over the box and see that specific amount in the network. It's not high enough up the list. It's a bit of a nuisance. So multi-layer SMD capacitors are at 300. So, alright, it's less than 500, but it's not short. The high frequency is at 400, so that's fine. And the SMD diodes are at 200, so they're technically okay, I suppose. Neuromorphic chips at 130, so again, technically okay for now. High power resistors, yeah, 139, they're technically alright.
I'll just place some bets on it being the substrate.
Yep, there you go, mounted, didn't come up at all. There you go, yep.
It's usually the fault of bio batteries that has problems because of the tendons. The land shrimp come too much.
Akram just said, I don't know if you've seen that in chat, you're about to. Akram just turned his stream on so there's a second view, so you can also see from Akram's point of view in case you want to see what he's up to and or breaking.
Akram?
Oh, you said about buying bio batteries for this, didn't you, as well? Let's do that while I think about it. Where is the bio batteries? Battery. Bio battery, there we are. Let's set that to 100 for now and see how that looks. Change. Oh no, I don't want to set it to 100. Oh, no, it's okay. I need to change that in a sec. I made I've made a mistake with that one. Okay, let's go with bio battery less than 100. Okay, yeah, you're right. Bio batteries are also low. So it's bio batteries and mounted circuit substrate. That's the two kickers. So let's have a look at mounted circuits. Oh, we're going to look at liquid nitrogen, wasn't it? How was that getting on after last night's? Oh yeah, over 2,000 barrels liquid nitrogen. So that's doing absolutely fine. Solve that problem for now. Oh, I can never find this in the search. Is it under substrate? Okay, let's go into high tech. Why does it not find stuff? Ah, I bet you. Capital H. No? Can't find high-tech circuits in this one. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's just going to list everything that it's in, but I'm never going to find high-tech circuits.
Look up bio battery.
Oh, wrong one. Battery, bio battery. Okay, bio batteries. Did you reckon it was nanofibrils for this that would be the hold up?
That's what I'm thinking. Probably. Unless it's the alien bacteria.
You know what? There's 100 nanofibrils. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the bacteria because, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't spell alien, that would help. Yeah, there's no bacteria in the network whatsoever. Yeah, there it is, minus straight away. So I'd guess that.
You might have to expand the comments. Well,
The what, sorry?
the land shrimp, the comets, comets. They're right.
Oh, the KMAUTs? KMAUT. Where are they? We're using Mark IIs by any chance? We must be. Aha. What's this? No, that's just requesting. That's just 3 in the logistic network. Okay.
They're in binaries, Mouse. Up at the top, up against the lake.
Not enough phosphate, glass, or epoxy for high power resistors either. Okay. It seems like we've got quite a few things to fix at this rate. I'm not sure it can search for these K-mounts, whatever we're calling them. Ulrich, Evans, Malcolm knows where they are. Ah, yes. Right. So what do they output then that we need?
They should just be breeding themselves, and then we need to chop them up with tendon.
Oh, the bloody tendons as always. Yes, because that was somewhere around here. Yes, here we go. That's it. Just trying to see what it's missing. Because the tendons are going. Yeah, it's stopped. Ah, hang on. Alright, that's it barreling out. What's that missing? That's missing something to go into the biobatteries. Bacteria is actually, well, I want to say it's not okay, but It's actually backed up for a reason. Let's see. Plastic bars, yes. Nanofibrils, yes. Neodymium, yep. Glass, ceramic, cobalt, lithium, nylon, and alien. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ah, it's going now. Yeah, I can't even say that word. Neodymium magnet, neodymium, something like that. So that's the that's the substrate, isn't it? As well. That's ay. So alien bacteria is going. Tendons are actually okay. There's actually enough tendons to keep this NDFEB powder low. What on earth is that? Oh, it is literally called NDFEB powder. NDFEB powder. So that comes from NDFEB alloy, which comes from a mixture of boron. This is boron mixture, refined syngas, and hydrogen chloride. Boron trioxide dust, aluminium plate, acetylene, boron trioxide, boric acid. Okay, diaborane is what you get. It's like a loop, that one, isn't it, then, by the look of that? Yeah, there's a loop there. So would it be worth us making some more of that then, Akram? Or is there something else that's going to be more beneficial off the bat? Where's he gone? There he is. What's he up to? But okay, this is where it's actually being made. This boric acid. Not being barreled up, oddly enough. I don't know why. Oh, no, I see it coming out. It's going out into these. Ah, it's not being made there. It's being converted into that stuff there. Right, Akram, you're going to have to decide what we're going to build, I suspect. Kev's dropped off. I think his connection's playing up tonight, unfortunately. You need more skin. Skin. Ugh. Disgusting. Okay, you let me know what recipe you want for that and I will provide you skin. How does that sound? Sound like a good idea? Let's find a square. Running out of space. Good space anyway. Let's go here. Let's go up 3 or 4 squares. Meep meep. So, skin. There's a lot of options for skin, isn't there? Is there like a be all and end all recipe? Oh, excuse me, like the if you use this one, you're gonna get like 10 times more skin than this recipe. 8 fish give you 3 skin. 1 caged Schrodinger give you 3 skin. Bio scaffolding presence. Ooh. 30 skin. I'm assuming that's if you print it in a bio printer. Which I don't think we can do yet. Although so like bio scaffold, loads of that. Immunosuppressants. Caged muckmoo. Muckmoos. We have 53k of them. Okay, yes, that might be a good idea. There they are, caged muckmoo. Get 1 cage and 8 skin in a slaughterhouse. Okay. Slaughterhouse. Let's see if we can fit it in this square. Nice and simple setup. It should be straight in, straight out by the look of it. Okay. Oh, it's a big building. Like that. And let's say, oh, choose your next victim. Muckmoos. We want skin. Very nice. It's a nice little touch with the UI. So we need to put caged muckmoos in. What's the best way of doing this? Possibly doing something like this, because we can, I'm going to guess, do that if we're lucky. Limit skin output and get rid of cages. Okie dokie, sounds good. That Phil. Butchering finally, yes. We are going to kill all the things. Well, I say all the things, muckmoos. So let's request them in, and then I'm going to guess we want to actively push out. Wow. Yeah, actively push out the cages and passively put out the skins, I guess. So this will be an input of, let's say, 10 to make sure there's 5 for each side. Must be a ring 50 regardless. Set this to caged muckmoos, yes please. Set this to skin. And set that to empty cages. Or is it just cage? Yes, just cage. It's not empty cage, it's just a cage. Perfect. So now we can limit the skin to, I don't know how much they stack into, but I'll put 1 stack for now, and this should be a very, very straightforward. Oh, it nearly fits. Can I move it? Oh, look, I can. Yeah, I hate to see it, but you gotta do it. Look at that. Like a glove. 2, 4, 6, 8. Some power between them. Right, do we need some more of those? Yeah, let's make a couple more slaughter houses where the slaughtering happens. I don't like all my flashy alerts now. I wish I hadn't put them on there now. It makes me sad. Come on, there was no alerts. Set up a little system and now there's like 2, 4, 6, 7. Never mind. Right, that should cover one of these and I need 2 more. Don't think we've got them in the logistic network, no. Yeah, I think I will do. And what I might do, I might just take out this middle set of power poles and just expand across this square here. I don't have to worry about space then. Could probably put them. What's in the way? A pipe? Where the hell did that come from? It wasn't me. Not guilty. Probably put them there. To be honest, if we really wanted to, got space for that, so we could triple it. If in doubt, triple it. So the red chests are all limited to 1 stack, so it shouldn't go too mad. He says. Just need a whole bunch of slaughterhouses now. But they are all producing. Let's have a quick look at the production of skin. Okay, producing 700 using 600, so we're now ahead of the game, so that's good. So the more I add to this, the better off we're going to be for throughput on that. Which is nice. Solved one problem at least. Probably created 2 more, but there's 1 problem solved. So I need 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, there he goes. Oh, hello. Beautiful. That cleared a few. That's what we like to see. Are they all running? Yes, they're all running. It looks like the skin is actually backing up. Beautiful. Right, I need modules in here. Productivity, is that a good? No, can't put productivity in, so I'm going to guess efficiency is going to be the next choice. Lovely efficiency modules. Beautiful. That just reduces their power by 60%, so that's lovely. Yep, I think it's safe to say the skin problem is no more. Yeah, 1.5k in a minute, 900 being used, so we've outstripped the demand of the supply, so that is now problem solved. Until we run out of muck moves, but hey. So hopefully that helps solve a few issues. Right, what's next on our agenda, Akram? The skin should be relatively okay for a little while now. Did I label it? No, I did not, Phil. Why would I do such a common sense type thing on that? That sounds like something I wouldn't do. That's the new thing, isn't it? That's the new Mark II, isn't it? Rather than saying Mark 1 to Mark 2, it's I've labelled it. I've labelled it. It'll stick. It'll stick. Just keep badgering me and I'll remember. Right, let's see what Akram's setting up. He's up here. Yeah, Akram, what would you like next? What shall I get out of the way for you? I'd love to have the alerts clear. Bio batteries, that's going to be the thing, isn't it? I knew you were going to say that. Boron, okay. Okay, boron comes from boron mixture, refined syngas. Good evening, Mr. Gecko. Yes, red buildings, we have Mark II and everything. I'm remembering to put Mark IIs down for everything. And put modules in. I just keep forgetting to slap a label on it. You can send me a label printer or sticky notes. Yeah, I think I do need, like, just a post-it note. Just refined syngas, what do we got? Okay, we've got refined syngas. Hydrogen chloride. Red things take red circuits. Sort of. I think they take. They might take high-tech circuits to make some of the red things. I don't know. Oh no, red circuits. Yeah, complex circuits. Yeah. So a lot of those ones take that. The next one up takes the high-tech. Yeah. So red for red, and then the blue tier is tier 3, the high-tech ones. Hydrogen chloride, yes, we have that. Boron mixture, I'm guessing we have not got that. No. Okay, so we need to make boron mixture, so let's find a suitable square. Might have to venture up here this time. Let's go straight up the way. Oh, Mr. Gecko, I managed to find you on at D-Live. I think I'm following you on there now. So interesting to see how that works, to be honest. Okay, this is my square of choice. So let's go with boron mixture. Oh, you're very welcome. I look forward to seeing you stream. Right, acetylene is... I think acetylene's okay. Yes, it is. Aluminium or aluminum, depending on how you feel. Aluminium. Oh yeah, God, yeah, loads of that. And boron trioxide dust. Only 400 of that. Well, I checked out this server before I logged on tonight, and it was registering as 362 hours before I started, so it's now close to 363, I'd say. So we're doing well. Although to be fair, we do seem to have made quite a lot of progress in the last week or so, I'd say. It feels like we sort of went, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh, we're getting somewhere, and then we sort of automated this, automated this, automated this. We seem to have hit a nice stride at the minute. Now it's very much a level everything off, get a nice steady flow. A ballpark for the rocket, I'm not sure. I think we're still a little way away because utility science is crippling. Honestly, don't think many people have actually done it. I think it's I honestly don't know. I don't think anyone's launched a rocket with Pi Alien Life. I know no one's finished it yet, so obviously we're still pushing. We're not technically speedrunning, but we kind of are in the background because it'd be nice to be the first group to say we did that. We launched a rocket, quantum computers, space science. We technically completed the mod pack in that respect. Right, I'm going to wing it with the dust for now and just bring in whatever's available into a pressure furnace. Then I can always make more later and work backwards. Let's do that. Starting me corner. Oh, I might regret this. I'm sorry, UPS. .7 pi's rocket. So was the rocket the end game now, or was it still quantum computers for that? Because from what I understand, it's quantum computers that get you space science, and that's technically the end game. Because I was under the impression it was rockets, and I was lied to. So. I'm killing the UPS, I do apologise. It was a pre-Alien Life rocket. How long did it take you to launch a rocket before Alien Life then? That's probably the best question. Because that would give us a ballpark for what it takes without Alien Life. And I'd say Alien Life is adding on, so you get to 400 hours. So we're about 40 hours off that average. But I'd say Pi Alien Life is probably going to add another couple hundred to that. That's my guess. I mean, I think if we rushed and pushed and just built everything we needed for it, I suspect we could build one quite quickly. But I think it'd be one rocket, one launch, and then the base would just fall over as we had nothing available for anything else. Whereas right now we're sort of building up all of the stuff, so simple circuits are done, complex circuits are done with like over 1,000 of them, no problem. Now high-tech circuits is the problem, so we're trying to bump that up so that we can then just start processing things quicker. So in theory we'll get a lot of rocket launches, get a lot of utility science, and then we get quantum computers. I think I don't know if a server would cope, you know, massively multiplayer doing that. You'd need such a rig to make it happen. I just don't know if you could power it. True, you could, yeah, Factorio could actually work, thinking about it, if you had groups of people doing the different parts you wanted. So one group doing simple circuits, one group doing red science, one group doing complex circuits, next science. You could, in theory, with enough people and enough servers, probably break it down into a manageable chunk. So I take it back, it's probably not impossible then. There's probably actually a chance. Boron mixture, that's what we want. that needs to come down to about there. Because I always have my inputs on the top for some reason. I don't know why I do it. Okay. And that'll be acetylene if I can find it. Empty acetylene barrel, lovely. So then it just needs to call in two things from chests. So if we put in, out, and in, put input, output, lovely. Ah, good evening, Tony. Time zones are a bugger. Was it? It's just after 10 PM here for me, so it must be like, what, 6 o'clock in the morning for you or something, some random time? So that just needs those inputs, that just needs that input. Okay. Team coordinator, power team, circuits team, animal team, science team, mining team. Yeah, oh, wow. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have 5 teams, a coordinator, and a lead. God. Just a few people then. Sarcasm team. Phil's got that one sewed up. That's his team. Easily. I need a mixer. So that's producing 1 a second, but it's actually 1.5, so it's about 7 a second, give or take. And the mixer, where's that gone? Can't see it for looking. Oh, it's still building. Your team. 7 AM. Ah, nice. Week old puppy. Oh, that is quite funny. I'm not gonna lie. At least my new one gets to wear a nappy, so I don't have to deal with random piles of poop in the house. Oh no, not both feet. Oh man. Yeah, having a week-old puppy taking a dump wherever it likes. Yeah, we had that issue with our cat before. She's now an outdoor cat because of that. At least the baby has the courtesy to keep it inside a nappy most of the time. Oh dear. Yeah, it's weird I saying thanks for dropping by yesterday, because for me that was still today. That was just like lunchtime today for me, but you're very welcome. That's the least I can do for my first official subscriber. I did enjoy your Fortnite stream, to be honest. I thought that was quite humorous, seeing how you weren't enjoying it at all. Boron, there we go. So it's boron, refined gas and hydrogen chloride in, so if I put that way, just lay that out. Oh, I love it. You got some proper mental images there of that happening. That's so funny. I need 3 a second. Should be enough, shouldn't it, Akram? Oh, the patching on games is awful. I've still got to download the Modern Warfare patch. It was like 30 gig. I was like, well, I'll do a few gig like before a stream, and then I'll have to stop it until maybe leave it running tonight. 30 gig patch. That's an entire game. That is. That just needs. Right, what's this one? Ah, no, refined gas. 305 seconds, so that's 300, 150 every 2.5, 75 every 1.25. So that should unload enough. Yeah, to be fair, my son plays Fortnite. He's always, I mean, I've obviously streaming them a couple of times. You've probably seen, if you look back through a few VODs on, I think it was Friday night, we did a couple of Friday night Fortnites. Me and him, he's only 7, bless him, but he loves playing Fortnite, so we have a few games here and there. He loves it. There we go, and we just need, let's do it this way. In, out, shake it all about. To be fair, I mean, I played Fortnite for a bit and tried doing like the cash cup side of things and tried to do it competitively for a little bit, but as you get to a certain point it just becomes like an absolute grind. I couldn't do it in the end. For my own sanity I was like, no, I haven't got the patience to practice and play. The shooting side of things, fine. The building side of things, no. I'm an old man now, I'm 36, that's it. My hardcore first person shooting days are over for things like that. Well, give me a straight up shooter like Call of Duty, much better. Or a strategy game like Factorio and such, no problem. Yeah, I agree, Gecko. The gameplay was, I struggle. But I think, much like Tony, I struggled through for my son's sake, so. Right, that is making boron and deborane. Deborane? Deborane, we'll call it deborane, that sounds right. So let's go to boron, so that's that and that. So you only wanted boron, didn't you, kind of effectively, then deborane and water gives you boric acid. So I'll do that as well, so you've got more boric. Let's just double check that one and put it straight into a building, don't I? So deborane electrolyzer, that's the one you want. Electrolyzer and a pump jack. Electrolyzer and a pump jack. That should cover that. So electrolyzer 2. Let's put you there and see what we got. So you go into this, so you need water. Yeah, that's right. In fact, I could. No, where's the pump jack? Because they're quite big. Yeah, building in Fortnite is. It's not fun. Not the fun part. The actual fighting side of things, I don't mind so much. My fingers aren't as dexterous as they used to be for doing that sort of stuff anymore, sadly. how am I gonna get that? Okay, let's just do that. Like that. That gives us space. To do that. There we go. Spot of power. There we go. Boric acid out. Lovely. Yeah, to be fair, if I play Fortnite, I usually do like the team rumble side of things, where I don't worry about dying. I can just play over and over and just have some fun with it. It's usually the best way I find of playing it for myself. Whereas give me Warzone, I'm hardcore focused. I must get the Warzone win. Quest in, and let's passive that out for now. Barrels in. So that takes care of everything apart from the boron, which is here. Ah, Apex is quite good as well. My son plays a bit of that, and I played about a season and a half of it, I think. I've got all of the characters apart from the newest one, Loba, I think they were called. So I haven't got enough like coins to unlock it with or whatnot. Well, I haven't played in a while, but that's quite a good battle royale game as well. Hey, there we go. We now have boron and boric acid. Well, I feel like the boric acid is going to back up. Yes, I tell you what, when Apex does crossplay, I will probably play it more, because then I can play, my son can play on the PlayStation, I can play on PC like we can with Fortnite, so I'll probably do that. I've not actually got it on PC yet because I realised I couldn't play it crossplay, but I'll certainly be looking to get that when it does come out. I think it's through Steam, isn't it? Steam, then launcher, and then off you go. So I'll be definitely getting that to play on PC.
Obligatory, can you put productivity modules in there?
Oh yes, of course we can. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, I can put it in all of those. Can't put it in that one. Can't put it in that one. Oh, probably put efficiency modules in those though. Just to save on the power at the same time. Yeah, crossplay on all the games that are coming out now it's been long overdue. It's about damn time, you know, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, they all just went, you know what, games are meant to be played by gamers, it shouldn't be limited to a console or a PC, it should just be, you own this game, you can play it with any of your friends that have chosen to play on a different version of it. Because it's the best thing, it really is. I mean, that's one thing you can give Fortnite credit for, is probably bringing that to a bigger audience and making it much more of a thing and really pushing the sort of crossplay aspect of games. And that's blowing it open to these other games going, ah yeah, actually, that's a good idea. $7 AM, that's a nice lie-in. Oh, we got a newborn, we're up by about 6 in the morning. Usually it woken up between 1 and 2 in the morning for a bottle, depending on how late she goes. Ugh. I miss sleep. I miss having sleep. Right, this boric is going to back up, isn't it? And there's nothing I can do about it unless I make it an active chest or use it. Maybe using it's a good idea. Go back on.
Did you make the boron so that you can use it currently, or what was the plan for this one?
Akram just wanted more boron, so he said, "Make me boron," and I'm making him boron. That was the plan. Akram said jump, and I just said how high. Only one mixer so far, Akram. Yeah, I'm getting there. I want to see how it's going. So that needs 3 a second of that, so that's fine. So I think what I can do now is I can expand this out and use this and this to power more, because this will power more. That needs 3 boron mixture every 5 seconds. I get more sleep at work than I do at home. Yeah, to be fair, I get more of a rest at work as well, I'm not going to lie. A crypto main, nice Gecko, nice. He's got the drone, hasn't he? The little drone flying thing, yeah. Akram is excellent, just do it once you get the correct stuff to ask for. Yeah, Akram just says what he needs and I just make it. I find that works really well. I am going to have to move this out and put more mixers in though. But I think I can do it. I think if I take this here, put that there, take this here, put that there, take this, put it there, and then we should better do something like this. How am I going to get those into there? These need to move over by 1. I think so do these a little bit. Yes. And then I'll do a little bit of something like this. Oh, can't reach. Haha. There we go. Let's see if that is enough. Hopefully it is. Haha. Activated carbon, yeah, that will get you your nitrogen as well, possibly. Activated carbon and something else. I guess the big push for nitrogen. Right, that's fine there. This is the outputs, which we'll just then take from... Let's do it there. Is this going to fit? Should just about fit. And we're just going to have to do some pipe magic. Yep, there we go. And then pipe magic this side. Yeah, Dgray or whatever it's called. That should all come out across those into here and then back down into this one. Hopefully, or the boric acid has maxed out already, which I thought it might. But if I put an active chest there, Akram will tell me off. so I can't do it. This one needs to be... What if we did that? That. That might work. I think that'll work. Yeah, bit of pipe magic. Bit of pipe magic. We've got some power for you, for you, for you, and for you. And I need to build 2 Mixer Mark IIs because we obviously haven't got any more. There's one. And that hopefully is enough. I just need to get rid of this. Just put it inactive for a minute. I'll change it back in a minute, I promise. Just need to figure out what to use boric acid on now. Okay, it's used in quite a few things. You think we'd need more of it. Yeah, you think, oh, what's that for? It's needed for a molten nickel recipe. Oh, hang on, there we go. Boron trioxide. Was that mass exodus of bots there I just seen? That is Akram. If there was something you need to store lots of until late game, what would it be? Assuming a storage container of holding. It's hard to say. You kind of need lots of everything. I mean, if you look at our logistic network, I mean, we've got, well, to be fair, we've got 2.1 million of gravel, which we're not using, 1.6 million molybdenum ore. I mean, we debated for a while whether to mine everything or wait until we got productivity for miners to get more out of the ground, but given the sheer quantity of the patches, probably having lots of ore or plates stored up for different things would be a good idea, I guess. I think the more stuff you can make and store up, like in a warehouse, basically, like Factorio style. So if you, let's say for argument's sake, you have one factory, put one Factorio factory down. Inside there, you literally just have your iron ore going in, iron plates coming out. Another one for your copper, another one for your tin, another one for molybdenum, one for nexolite, one for niobium. Just have everything. Yeah, tailings. I mean, to be honest, what have we got for tailings? Tailings are so easy to get. I mean, 3,500 barrels of it. Slacked lime. Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Actually, that's probably one of the few things we had to make. But again, they're all fairly easy to make, that lot. Yeah, I have to agree with Akram. I would be more inclined to store either ore or have a factory set up dedicated to converting that ore to plates with whatever your best recipe is, and just have, if you've got 10,000 of every plate stored up for future use, so be it. You'll go through it so fast. It's scary how fast you'll get through a lot of the plates in this mod pack. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, I was playing yesterday and we were watching the tin, and it dropped under 10k and flashed up on the alerts. Okay, that's fine, so check the alerts. Tin's at under 10k, give it a quick check. 10 minutes later, it's down to 4k. And it's like, what the hell is going on? Luckily we're back up to 20k plus now, but... Potatoes! Tufra plantation. Oh yeah. Look like weird cactus potato things. I'd honestly say, either convert it just to ash or something, but otherwise just dump it. Yeah, I agree with that, Krim. You can literally get them so easily, so readily from there's just a byproduct for like loads of different things. You'll find half the time you're like, oh, tailings again. Oh, should we dump it or keep it? Well, we've got 1 million in storage. Dump it. Yeah, burn it off. You won't be shy of it. Right, that's not enough to supply all of that, unfortunately. Which means we just need more. Oh, here we go, that's the one. Boron trioxide, that is the one I was looking up here. Boric acid and coke. Sweet, I bet we've got millions of coke. 377,000. Yes. So in that respect, I am very tempted. I could change that setup as well now, but I know what I'll do. That got space to move back on? Yes, it has. Take that back one. And we've got the space for the pipes to go out to here now. I mean, if you've got space to store it, there's no reason why you couldn't store it. You know, there's no hard and fast rule. But I would just say, because of the ease in which you can get those three things, you're probably not really benefiting in the long run. And the amount of times I built something and go, oh, I need tailings. Oh, it's fine. It's a byproduct of what I'm actually making. And you just loop it back round into the same production circle. It happens more often than it should, really. There we go, that should solve this problem in a sec. That's the reason tailings has a bus lane for you. Wow, tailings on a bus. That just... I don't know, that's impressive, but also fills me with the dread at the same time. Basically. That scares me. I couldn't imagine doing a bus system with this mod pack, to be honest. It's hard enough using robots, let alone trying to put it all onto belts. I mean, that is definitely a crazy way of playing. True, I mean, once you get trains, I suppose you can use the train. I've seen a lot of people go from a bus system into a train network and then transition into a massive, massive sprawling train base, which is cool. Belt team. Yep, you just need an entire Factorio server for building belts, obviously. That's clearly the only way to do it. And the way that makes absolutely the most sense. Almost 2 gigawatts. Wow, we're using a lot of power. Oh yeah, it is clicking to 2 gigawatts. Ooh. Won't be long before it blacks out. Nah, we'll be fine. We haven't had any problems for a while actually, since our initial combustion build. It seems to have stabilised pretty well. Yeah, Factorio Pies does make, it's probably one of the mod packs I can understand the necessity for. Definitely. Makes the most sense. Hey, here we go, now we're getting these mixers working, this is better. These are doing 5 every 5 seconds, but it's actually 7, so 7, 14, 21 a second. And these are using less than 1 a second. So this belt should actually back up. That's perfect. Sarcasm Tinker on Windows 95. I love it. Right, do I want to make more? I think I want to make more of this, you know. I think I want to do this. It's go big or go home, isn't it, really? I'd love to see a Factorio playthrough, especially with something this big, because I think this is the sort of thing it's probably designed for. This style of mod pack with the amount of stuff you can make, definitely. What's that missing? It's just missing inputs. Now, is this what's struggling up here? Yep, so now I just need to get automated factories instead. That's absolutely fine. Let's shut off the input to these. Yeah, because that's enough there to provide for all of these. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Factorio is a whole different game in effect, isn't it? So a game within a game. Yeah, there's not enough of this coming down here to do that many. So we shall... There we go, let's get rid of those. Two of those, lovely. I'm currently making boron. Because again, Akram said make boron, so I said okay. Then he complained I wasn't making enough still, so I'm just upgrading this into a mega sized version of it. But because I'm making boron, I'm also making the boron mixture, which I've now increased, which is giving me boric acid, which I'm going to then use to make back into the dust that's used up at the start of the line. So everything that's used is sort of in a circle. Because these three will use the boron trioxide. Yeah. And with boric acid and water, you get boron trioxide. So I'm going to use that as a... to get rid of it, otherwise I'll get told off because I'm putting boron into the network actively. Boric acid even. Yeah, there's less than 1,000 barrels, so Akram hasn't noticed yet, so I'm alright for now if I get it done quick enough. Let's put that one there. Put a bit of something at the bottom actually. That doesn't really matter. No, I'll just put it underneath. About there. Active barrels. Active barrels of tailings. I think I would have kittens. I don't think I'd survive. I think I'd be shot on sight. Refined syngas. I need to move these all down. Onto that. Onto that. See, I told you, he's hot on it. Oh. Oh, okay, that's fine. I can just remove that. There we go. Okay, just need power and barrels back in, and we are golden, hopefully. There and there. Got a load of barrels on me, just chuck them back into the network, there we go. And then where's the power going to come from? There. To there. Right, is that enough? Should just about be. Yes. It's just enough to power all of them. There's a ever so slight downtime on one, but they're going. You didn't pipe, but actually barreled things. Oof. Barrel maniacs. Barrel maniacs. Now, to be fair, I do like having the robots fly around and barrel it all up for me. I'm not going to lie, that is quite fun. But I have trying to get into the habit of taking the stuff straight out of the network, like wherever it's being produced. So what I really should do here is take this out of the pipe, bring it straight down and start converting it. Because, yeah, I just should. If I'm really clever, I can take the water as well. That needs 250 a second. That's producing 600, so you could argue I could just use the water from there as well. If it will let me. Can I put one? Oh, I can, look at that. Put that there. I love these niobium pipes. The best things ever. And do that, and there we go. There's your boric acid and your water ready to go into a high pressure furnace. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? High pressure furnace. Oh, no, hang on. It's coke and... Why did I think it was water? Don't need water. Oh, creative Fortnite, nice. Good luck with that. It's chaos from what I've seen. My son plays creative and I just did straight over my head. Niobium pipes are better purely because they have a much bigger range and max length of 32. And I think the original ones are in about 12 or so. So they're like, you can go a massive distance with a pipe underground. And like I say, you can get ridiculous builds because of it. Makes it easier in some respects. I think there's a better pipe as well. I think there's actually another level. Yeah, standard underground is max length of 10 in fact. Niobium is 32, so it's over 3 times the length underground. And then we do have multi-purpose, which is actually a max length of 48 underground. So again, massive. Right, so this just goes in the high pressure furnace with some coke, and we're done. So, high. There it is, high pressure furnace. Let's put it there and see what the recipe entails. Which one is it? It's one of these. There it is. So boric acid. Oh, I need to make sure I put module. Not module. Productivity. Where are you? Oh. Why do I not have any on me? That's odd. I thought I requested some. Yeah, there you go, on the way. Weird. Oh. Just move that up one because then it matches perfectly with how I've brought that in. Realistically, I should do. Yeah, I need to take that out of there. And in fact, I am gonna move that back because I want to do an overflow valve in there, because I love the overflow valves. They are very, very useful. There we go. And then I can say let's put that there. You will load up boric acid. Where's that valve hiding? There it is. But you'll only go that way when it's above 80%. So we'll fill up here when it's over 80%. That will fill up and then put out into the network. That's a better way of doing it. There we go. That just needs coke in. Set that to 100. That seems like a reasonable amount because it only needs one every 3 seconds. So there we go. And then we just put the output of that to there. Et voila. That then will get reused back up to here if needed. So we're basically replacing what we're using within that little chain. And boric acid comes through, gets used constantly. Oh, I need to put modules back in. Otherwise Kev will tell me off. He's not on Discord, so he won't tell me off now. It's fine. He didn't see it. It's all good. Efficiency. What are these ones going to be? But they can't be productivity, can they? No, I'll put them as efficiency. Or do they need to be speed? Nah, they're maxed out. It doesn't matter. Efficiency is the way to go. We're not outputting. Oh, I'm not outputting the. Huh? Is that not hooked up? Oh, of course it's not. Look, I've forgotten one important thing. Oh no, I haven't. Oh no, it's literally the boric acid. Oh wow, it's already backed up. I'd actually have to make more of these. Hang on, let's do this. relieve the pressure from there. It's still pretty full. There's still a lot of boric acid. It's 250 a second. Should be able to drain it, because that'll put 250 a second at full speed, and that's using 150 every second and a half, so in theory that should run out. But it's not. Okay, well I suppose we could just move it down and then put another one next to it. So if we did that there, should better get 3 in there, I reckon. He says. Oh, I need to. Yeah. That needs to come to there. That'll need to come to there. Oh, I don't think I can get it on that one. I'll have to move that to the other side. So then I can go it's going to be messy pipes, but that'll do it. I'll get all of it in. Yes, there we go. Sorted. That is still producing. Oh no, of course it's 1.5, so yeah, it's actually way more than 250. It's like 325 a second, so it's more than that can handle. That's perfect. So now we're getting boron trioxide out of all 3 of these using the boric acid, barreling it up and putting it. Well, it's actually maximised already in there. That's annoying. Have we got? No, we don't need any more boric acid. It'll just come to a bit of a standstill again, as this probably isn't quick enough to clear that. Looks like a Picasso. Yeah, it does. It's a bit lopsided, doesn't it? It started off so well. It's still fairly like feng shui and design. It's still within the box. It still fits within the square I built. Now, could I actually put more on these? Probably could now. No, just a flat no. It's like, no, you're wrong. It's terrible. Let's see if that is doable. Looks like it should be. We will soon find out. Yeah, it's just not outputting the Dgray quick enough, which is I suppose I've just swapping one problem for another now, aren't I? Now I've done that, it's like, yeah, okay, I'm using more of that stuff, but I'm now inputting more Dgray into the boric acid producer. So now I've got no trouble with that again. That's actually stalling. The recipes are so ridiculous. So the only thing I can think then would be to... Oh, okay, no. I have another plan. So now... Oh, I don't know, we need this one. Now, if we go into this... Not that one. That's what I was looking at. That's why I thought it is the Dgray and water to get boric acid. Okay, I reckon I could use an overflow valve on this lot in an electrolyzer. That's what I reckon, to help keep that under control. Let's get an electrolyzer. We can bring it off the bottom of here as well. Yes, boric's got quite a few uses by the look of it. There's 25 recipes that contain boric acid. So minus a couple, because there's usually a couple of duds in there for matter and whatever rubbish is there. But otherwise there's over 20 that it's used for. Drilling fluid, bioscaffolds, high grade nexolite, quantum dots, which is part of quantum computing, so yep, good to have. There's the water rubbish, so there's 2 at the end, so there's about 23 recipes that is needed for, so it's not a bad thing to have, to be fair. So what I might do now is put this here. There we go, put that there. And then if I can fit a pump jack in somewhere. Two items that have a staggering number of recipes. Yeah, I'd imagine the circuits are up there in terms of I can't even find circuits on here. There we go. Simple circuits have 199. And I imagine complex circuits 208. So there's 2 good ones for you. Ash, let's have a look. Ash 165. Oh, recipes to make them. Okay. Yeah, ash 2300. Yeah, that's a lot of recipes. Biomass 488. I think ash is the winner there by an absolute clear mile. There we go. If we put, in fact, that's there, and then do that like that, and hopefully I can bring the water Yes, I can. That's both of those in. So this is producing, I don't know how much it's producing. I need an overflow valve right here. And that'll take care of that for me. I won't even have to worry about it. So as long as this is above 80%, it'll allow the Dgray out into this system to be turned into more boric acid then. Let's put a touch of power. Say there. To there. I just don't know how many of these I'm going to need. That's the only question. Let's go with 4. 4 seems like a nice round number. Water goes in on that one. Okay, fingers crossed. Now it's a Darby. I'm doing the best with what I've got, man. 1, 2, 3 electrolyzers. Let's see how that does. No. Just a very flat no tonight, isn't it? It's just like, no, not impressed. I think it looks alright. No, it's just... it's working. I just need to get rid of this Dgray and this boric acid now, and it will be a solid little build, definitely. One, 2, 3. Okay, just need a bit of power. Wow, that is still... I'm still not getting rid of the Dgray quick enough. My goodness, that is insane. Need 2 more mixers. Let's put those in as well. Maybe that will help. Is this a surrender? No, never. I'm just going to give in a minute, Acro, and just put them on active barrels into the system and be done with it. There's some plants in the middle of the chair. I can put a dragon in the middle. Does that count? Right, the mixers will go in there. That goes there. Oh, good. I'll make it look pretty. Look, the dragon sat there now. It looks, no, it's art. It's art. It's artistic. That is. It's like a picture. Have I lined that up? I've lined that up perfectly there, unfortunately. Didn't mean to do that. Could do with it being there, but never mind. Although there is nothing. In fact, I don't even need to add it there because I'm not going to get rid of the boric fast enough. Right, come on then, Akram. How do I get rid of this boric acid or Dgray, whatever it's called? Because it just seems like I'm gaining more and more the more I try to get rid of it. I'm missing something, I think. Boric acid. It's not just, I want to get rid of lots of it, I want to convert it into something useful, but there's a lot of top end recipes. Barrel it, yeah, that's fine. I thought I was being clever getting rid of it into boron trioxide, but it's not really helping. Bioscaffold. That's doable. Void boric acid. Well, could do that as well. Just void the excess. I want to put it in the network for you though. I'm sure you'd love it. Tell you what I'll do, I'm going to put... There's not a lot of it though. We could easily have another few thousand barrels if you wanted. Yeah, my setup looks better. Well, that was a joint effort from Kai and Kai. I haven't seen him for ages on the server, to be fair. Kai and Kev were building that one by the look of it. Oh, and yourself, you've been on that one as well. Or does it just happen to be near one of your builds? I'll just put one factory up just to get rid of excess, and then I'll burn the rest off, I promise. Promise. I don't want to waste it. I can see where you're coming from now, Mr. Gecko. I don't want to waste it. I'll barrel it for later. Not enough raw tin ore. Okay, I'll sort that out in a sec. That should be easy enough. Let's get an overflow valve. Is it going to be through a tailings pond? It is, isn't it? Getting rid of excess liquid. If I'm not mistaken. Tailings pond. Oh, I better put the kettle on for the bottle. Use the magic of Alexa. Alexa, turn on plug 1. Just isn't rid of oil now. Yeah, love it. I'm still impressing myself with that every night I've used it so far. Right, this tailings, it's not. It's a sinkhole I want, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I want. Tailings pond will store it for a bit, which isn't a bad idea. And then I'll just sinkhole the rest out. That's what I'll do. Then I won't feel so bad. Now, does that work? Does that let that? That doesn't. Oh no, it will at 80%. So when that gets up to 80%, so at 80k, that'll let that through and start venting it out. Well, not venting it out. Draining it off, I suppose is a better phrase. So that's going down. That's better. So once that hits 80, it will come back through here, but for now it's off. There we go, that's fine. And then we'll put a spot of power there. And some barreling going on around here. There we go. Perfect, that's alright, that's a nice little setup then. Why has that mixer not been put into? I thought I made some. Yep, so when that hits over 80 it comes through here, gets processed by these 4 if need be, gets barreled up. Unless it's over 80 then it gets put onto the tailings pond, unless it's over 80 then it gets sinkhole out. So it stores it at every stage but gets rid of it at the very end if there's just too much. I'm happy with that. These are all still going. This bore's still full. Yep. Yep, that's perfect. Where's that? Oh yeah, that's output into there, that's right, yeah. Ooh, syngas going in is a bit low. Are we struggling with refined syngas? Ooh, we are. I've made a problem, haven't I? Fine syngas. Activated carbon and syngas in a filter. Syngas and methanol. Cobai gas hot air. Where's a good recipe for that? Fines gives you refined syngas for free. It's straight into it, yeah. Tholins into refined syngas. Okay. There's not really one best recipe there. What have we got syngas wise on the network? Syngas barrel 2.8. Do I really want to tap into that? Activated carbon, what's that looking like? 258. Oh, it's tricky to know which one to use the best there, but I really need more syngas coming in because that's struggling. It's only 3 every 4 seconds, it's about 1 a second. I think that's too much for the amount you get. Just build one of those and see how much that makes. That might help. I have to put it out here to bring it in so I can attach it to one of these pipes, but that could work. Right, let's put it there for now. So you get 25 every 6 seconds, 12.5 in 3, 6. 6 in 1.5 seconds. It's not a lot. You'd need quite a lot of those to... Oh, I haven't put modules in this. Better put modules in these. Efficiency, where are you? Let's see how much this produces. So I don't think I need a massive amount more. To get what I want out of it. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, so that will give me 10, 5 every 2, 2.5 a second, and I need 25 in 3. I need quite a few of these though, don't I? Oh no, actually no, these are double though, twice the crafting speed, so it's 10 every 4, 5 every 2, 2.5, it's 5 every 1 second, 5 a second. There we go, that's easy. So 5 a second is... I need 50 every 6 seconds. I get 5 a second. That's effectively 30, so I need 2 of these for 1 of these. I believe. Okay. Is it 2? This is twice the crafting speed. It's effectively 20 every 4 seconds, 10 every 2, 5 every 1. So 1 makes 5 a second. I need 50 in 6, 25 in 3, 12.5, so about 10 a second. So that should be enough, really, to be fair. Let's just see what happens if I hook this up. It's still the syngas, it's still the syngas that's missing. Let's put 1 more, let's make it 3, for good measure. Yep, that's about right. 3 is safe. Okay, take that. Move that there. Does that fit? Oh, it does, look at that. That just needs a power pole there. I think that'll be okay. Do that. Do that. Okay, so these are now checking out an extra few bits every few seconds. Oh, I haven't got power for half of them. Oh my goodness. I thought that was getting power. Is that enough? Moment of truth. The moment of truth. It's probably not quite enough. Still. Gonna need a lot more than that. But let's try it. I need to leave an extra gap for it. Oh no, I don't. If I so only reason if I misalign it, I can actually line it up with that one there. And do that like that, which I don't like, but you can do that. Oh no, it's the wrong one. That's right. Okay, in that case, change tack on that. Put there. And, oh, what's the electric pole? One more over, there we go. Okay. So now we just need to hook up these together instead. To there maybe. And then to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. Oh, I need to sort the power out as well, but that's fine. How do you not have enough power poles? There we go, they're all outputting that. And then we just take this stuff. Let's say to there. There to... Hey, there we go. Right, how's that looking for scene gas now? I'm stuck. There we go. Still struggling after all of that. Just topping it up ever so slightly. But I'll take it because that's now not backed up. That's not backed up. Boric acid is flowing freely. It's nicely tailing this pond there for future use, just in case, because you never know. And the boron is well sorted. Yep, 2k boron. Oh, I've got 29k boron trioxide, that's fine, that's gone up nicely. Oh, I'm happy with that. That's turned out nice, really nice. Yeah, what was the last thing? Raw tin ore we're struggling with. There's a nice patch just here near me. 2.8 million there. How are we mining tin? Is it an easy setup or is it a... Here we go. Okay, my electric mining drills with steam. Okay. Oh no, tin ore's okay. Looks like if you fix that then Akram, I'm guessing. I got 15k tin ore now. Yeah, looks like you fixed that because you're down here doing a whole tin process. Ah, that's the tin dust, isn't it? Of course it is. I recognise that. I recognise that process from a couple of nights ago. Very good. Just refined gas. I'd love to have more of it. I have to improve do the entire setup again, I think, to make more of that. Output gas, no. Chromium, petroleum and water, it's not bad. Methanol, I think I made a load of methanol actually. Yeah, there's 1,000 barrels of it. So methanol and syngas will give you a half decent run of it, but no, I think it's running well enough for my liking. I'm not going to complain of that at all. Yeah, I think that's a successful evening's build of boron. That should keep us ticking over nicely. And I think on that note I will end for the evening, just because it's been nearly 2.5 hours and I want to make sure I'm sort of ready to go again tomorrow, really. So playing Pyanodons, then I have to take it out of you mentally. It's quite an intense mod pack, I find. Post it. Oh yeah, well done, Phil. This is why I need you helping me with this stuff. So this is boron. You just say post it, I know what you mean. How mad's that? Oh dear. Makes me laugh. But yeah, I mean, thanks for tuning in again. It's great to see so many of you come to watch our community server sort of take on the challenge of Pyanodons. It's nice. I can see a nice consistent upwards in the amount of viewers watching, and obviously got my first subscriber last night from it, so fantastic. It's the only way is up, as they say. Yeah, so all being well, what are we on today? Today was Wednesday, so tomorrow's Thursday, so all being well, more Pyanodons tomorrow. The next square of doom we will build. See what is the next thing to go. So I think the alert system, that's probably going to end up being bio batteries and alien bacteria to make it happen, because we just haven't got enough. If we don't fix that, we're never going to get enough high-tech circuits, T3s, which if we don't have enough of that, we can't get production science going properly. Then we can't get utility science going properly, and we just end up in a constant battle. And I really, really want to get to a rocket launch. Let's say, what are we on? I reckon about another couple 100 hours is a rough guesstimate, which puts us at... Oh, Phil, you can do the maths on this. How many days is that? If I streamed every day, it'd be about 8 days, 8.5 days, 24 hours in a day. 10 days is 240 hours. So maybe a week on a Saturday would be nice to say we're going to launch a rocket if we could get that far. 10 days from now. That's a pretty nice target to have, nice challenge to have, I think. But yeah, we'll I'll be on tomorrow. Feel free to tune in. For those of you that want to stick around, I'm going to raid Big Bad Tony, who was in here earlier. He's my first and only subscriber so far, so it'd be funny to see his reaction when 10 people land on him. By all means, give him a follow, say hi. If you got to go, you got to go. No harm, no foul. It'd be nice to see his reaction when we all land in this channel. So yeah, if I don't see you in Discord, take care everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow, I hope.